Right. Hello, everybody. We're just gonna get right on into it. So the animated series skin won. Great incentive. Great skin. So I'm 30 puns, and commentating with me I have K-Wing. Say hi, K-Wing.
Hi guys, how you doing?
Yeah. This is Hugo Strange. You can tell he's evil just by looking at him. He's also the warden of this prison called Arkham City, hence the name of the game. And the prison is basically they've essentially just walled off a huge portion of the city. And if that's a bad idea, then that's because it is. But he also has this master plan called Protocol 10. We don't really know what that is, so we're gonna spend the game trying to find that out. We're just gonna knock over this chair like a champ, try to get out of here. Oh, it starts now. So we just took down that guard. We took a radio chip from him. We're gonna need that later in the game. But while I'm walking throughout here, I'm gonna talk about Speedrun a little bit. I'm playing in Spanish. Spanish dialogue is about 11.7 seconds of time save, so huge time save over there. I have various mouse wheel binds. I have mouse wheel up as interacting with stuff, running and gliding. That would be useful, just making sure that we can interact with stuff as soon as they're available. I also have mouse wheel down as skipping dialogue, and if I hold shift and mouse wheel up, that will be bound to counter. That will be particularly useful in one of the boss fights later in the game. So definitely go into that. So while in this room here, there's gonna be a little fight outside. There's 4 guys. You're supposed to counter 3 of them and strike 1 of them, but we can actually cancel the animation of countering by pressing caps lock and our counterbind. But since Bruce Wayne cannot crouch while he's handcuffed, the game just doesn't do anything and thinks that the counters are his crouching animation. You're gonna see what I mean here in a minute. Poor guy gets tackled, but just like this. Now we're gonna mouse wheel counter, just so I can counter this guy as soon as possible. We're gonna pick up Ryder here because we need to help him. And, this is Penguin. He's also in this prison. He also hates Bruce Wayne because some family drama or something. And while we're getting carried towards Penguin, I'm gonna talk about the fight skip. This is the first fight skip in the game. It's called Intro Fight Skip, and if you dive roll into a specific spot, you will land onto an invisible wall, and then from that invisible wall, you can walk into a dumpster and skip the whole fight. It's very precise. I might not get it. I'm gonna give it 3 or 4 tries, depending on how I'm feeling. Yeah. Just going to counter Penguin here, like that, and we're gonna hit him, so he's not a problem anymore. And also that we're faced this way, because counters from behind are significantly faster than counters from in front. We're just gonna break out of our cuffs here, and we are just going to rush over to these 2 sheets of paper. We're gonna dive roll. Got it. I'm gonna crouch, and I'm on the dumpster. Then I will run this way to this vent, and I'm gonna do some little parkour. There's supposed to be a dialogue trigger right here, but since we skipped the fight, there's no dialogue trigger. But where are we going is the top of the Ace building, so we can get our bat suit. Slide over here, do some shimmies. Walk over here. Try to slide. Sometimes he likes to hang over there. He doesn't like to slide. But right over here, we're gonna dive roll into a cutscene. There we go. Nice. And Alfred is gonna drop us the bat suit, as you all can guess, and we're gonna open it. It's like this. And it's actually the original Batsuit inside, but once we wear it, it'll change to the animated. So remember that radio chip? We're gonna hack that with our cryptographic sequencer. That's what it's called. And after that, we're gonna sit through some dialogue. So if there are any donations, now's the time.
Well, currently we don't have anything right here, but let me just remind you why we are all here and introduce myself. Hi, my name's Netara, and this is my first time officially on the mic this event, other than the intro. That's fine, don't worry about it. So we are here raising money for Take This, and they are an amazing charity who is raising money for mental health awareness. And one thing they do that we particularly love is their AFK rooms. When there are in-person events, and they are even doing them digitally now, it's a safe, quiet place where people can go when they're overwhelmed, either through too much sensory things, too many people, you're tired, need a drink of water, anything like that. And it costs, at least for the in-person ones, $10,000 in order to fund a AFK room at an event, just one AFK room, so they can get the clinicians, the supplies, things like that. So our goal here this week is to fund at least one AFK room. So and even outside of real in-person things, they use that money to build support and get more resources for people. So definitely everything helps.
So what I just did right there is I did a set of cancels by canceling everything by just quick firing the back claw. Now what's going on in the courthouse is Two-Face has Scowman hostage and he just shot us here. So we just skipped that cutscene. The Joker tried to snipe at us, so we're not gonna allow that. We're just gonna scan these two bullet holes with this magic technology called Detective Vision. And we find out that it's coming from the church. So we're gonna just go all the way to this door and open it, and we're gonna go to the church. So there's a fight skip that we can do. If we land behind the guys just right and interact with the door, we can skip the fight. So we're just going to go towards the door just like this. Alright, we didn't get it. That's okay. We're just gonna take out all of these guys.
Yeah, it's one of the more difficult fight skips, other than intro fight skip.
Yeah, it's harder than it looks. So this is Harley Quinn. She is Joker's girlfriend, and that means that Joker's somewhere in here. But what I'm currently going to do is that after she's finished with all of her dialogue, she's going to have to leave. And the optimal way to get her to leave fast is to get her model to this current spot right here, this left corner of this carpet. So she leaves immediately after she's finished with her dialogue. So just like this. Okay, she wasn't in the correct spot because she had to move a little bit. That's okay. She left us with her thugs, but what we're gonna do is we're gonna disappear and try to take them out one by one. So, just like that. We've disappeared, but we have to disappear again, though. Alright. Stealth accomplished. And we're just going to turn this grate and take out this guy. The last guy is in the confessionary, but we're just going to take him out just like this. And I'm actually going to grab this trophy for XP. I normally wouldn't grab this, but for the sake of the marathon, I just want to make sure that I'm a little over XP'd. To open this door and make our way to the bell tower, because that's where Joker is currently at. Okay, little muscle memory got to me there. So we're gonna enter this bell tower, and surprise, Joker isn't here. It's been remote controlled all along. So we're just gonna scan it, find out his location. Yeah, he also bombed this whole church. Really isn't fun. But I'm gonna save some animals and birds. Just make sure they fly. Right after he says a specific word, I am going to dive roll. If he says bombs, I'm gonna dive roll because that's when you're allowed to dive roll. Out of the window. So we're gonna make our way over to the steel mill because that's where Joker's currently at. So we're gonna do some little Spider-Man gliding here. Oh, okay. There it is, our little tracker. There's also an upgrade that we can get called Grapple Boost, but getting it takes 3 minutes, and it only saves 2. So definitely not optimal for any percent.
Or glitchless for that matter.
Right here. We're gonna make our way over to the steel mill. Now, Batman wants a challenge, so naturally, the best way of entering the steel mill is by the main chimney. I see no problem with that. Neither does Batman, because especially since we can do lava skip. Yeah, tons of skips coming up, but lava skip is basically, we're in this like ring type of thing, and we're gonna have to do some parkour to go to the spot where we want to. We're just going to pull down this thing, and we are just going to, instead of going around the ring, we are going to land on a railing. Just like this. We're going to glide off some walls, and we're going to glide straight across, just like that. Grab some gel, crouch under here, run, and not much going in these, navigating through these events. So if there are any donations, now's the time.
Well, let me see what we have got. And we do have some upcoming donation incentives that we would really love to meet in order to have a super fun time coming up. So we have, I'm sure you all have maybe heard of a little thing called the golf block. So that's coming up very soon, actually. It starts, I think, right after this run. And one of the games, the super inefficient game of outdoor logistics and fun, trust us, it's a golf game, has 2 donation incentives we're trying to meet. One is called Icarus, where we are going to launch the golf ball literally into the sun and see what it's made of. And also Wrong Hole, which is a start on one hole on the course, but finish on another. And yes, sorry to break all your hearts. I know it's not particularly obvious here. This is not the golf block. This is the Batman block. It is a block of one game and Batman. So, yeah, we really would love to make those. Let's see how our, oops. I'm pressing buttons and breaking things all over the place. Let's see how we're doing with that. Oh, actually, we did hit... looks like we have hit Icarus already. I believe it's Icarus we've hit. We are $71 into the other one, so we definitely want to reach that. So $29 will get us to the wrong hole.
So, these guys kind of forgot that we were here. I don't know. Probably their AI is broken, but that was the fastest way to clear out this room. I'm also going to pull down this vent because pulling it from this side is faster from the other side. This predator room. It's a little tricky because sometimes... Okay, he didn't shoot me right away. Anyway, we're going to pull both of these guys off of railings, and you're going to see that. You're going to see a lot of that in the run. Pulling people off of railings is literally overpowered. So we're going to do some ground pound cancels and rescue the doctor. And after that cutscene, we receive the wreck gadget. This is literally the most broken gadget in the game. because you can do a lot of stuff with it. Especially canceling the animation of opening a door by firing it and interacting with it, just like this. We're gonna throw smoke at the wall. And we're gonna try to slide through here. Perfect. And what that little trick does is that it skips a rec tutorial. Now we're just gonna go to Joker's office. Do some more door cancels. While I'm walking through here, can we explain what storage is?
So we can fire the wreck, and in the middle of that, overlap it with switching into a gadget, like gel. And what that does is that it stores the state of Batman standing, and we can stand anywhere we want. We're going to utilize this when we grapple up. We're going to switch and select wreck while aiming. We're going to fall and then grab onto the ledge, and that'll skip the trigger for the Mr. Hammer fight, which saves a bunch of time.
Yeah. Not a lot going on this cutscene, so yeah, if there's a donation, now's the time.
Well, there absolutely is. We got $29 from the lovely Rujasu saying, "Good luck to 30 puns on the Arkham City run. I've only played the first game in the series, but Batman games are always fun. Also, wrong hole sounds fun, so let's put it towards that." And with that, we're going to go to the wrong hole, friends. So thank you so much. We also still have the option to vote for which character we're going to be using in the Wacky World of Golf. So I highly recommend that.
Yeah. So basically what's going on in this cutscene is Joker doesn't know what Protocol 10 is. And also he poisoned us, so yeah. He also tells us that he's been delivering his poisoned blood all over Gotham. And we're gonna have to go get a cure now. So after this cutscene, there's gonna be another cutscene where he basically tells us that Mr. Freeze has the cure. So we're gonna go tell him that we need a cure, and also tell him that we're gonna ask him what Protocol 10 is. So we're gonna go to the GCPD, because that's the coldest point in Arkham City. Just gonna make our way over there. Optimal glide path. Alright. So while I'm gliding to the GCPD, K-Wing, explain what double shot is.
Yeah, so we can fire the wreck and also quick fire a different gadget, like the wreck. So we can shoot 2 bolts of electricity, one to open the door and the other to frighten a guy, which we can get some nice XP from a physical challenge, and we can not get shot.
So we're gonna hack another radio chip. This is Penguin's communications, and we're gonna go talk to Freeze right now because he's in the GCPD. Wait, he's not here. Oh yeah, he actually has been kidnapped by someone. So we're gonna have to interrogate one of these guys, find out where his location is. So one of these guys will give up. Yeah, they don't know that it's Batman. But that's how you interrogate people, by the way. You just don't ask them any questions and knock them out. So now we learned that Penguin actually has him in the museum. So we're gonna go there. While I'm talking to Alfred, K-Wing, explain what zipping is.
So there's 2 types of zipping. There's corner zipping and zipping with storage. So what we're going to do now is corner zipping. And to do this, we're going to aim the batarang twice and then try to leave corner. We're not actually going to leave the corner, but we're going to be detached from it. And the next time we fire a gadget, which we're going to quick fire the wreck, we're going to get launched all the way across the city, and we're going to end up closer to the museum.
Oh, okay. Gonna get to this corner. Whoosh, we zipped all the way across the map. Then we're gonna go out to the museum. Somehow that guy saw me. So I'm gonna get these guys to notice me. There we go. So that these guys are easier to fight and actually faster to fight. Because everyone now is gonna come to me. So we're gonna do some ground pound cancels on this guys. Oh, okay, that's bad. Didn't see that guy over there. There we go. Gonna hack this panel. Hacking is really easy in this game. So, I'm gonna hold a run here, and this actually skips a knife tutorial to tell us about guys with knives. So, gonna get that penguin over there for a little experience, and I'm gonna hack this panel. Oh, so seems that someone has deployed military disruptors all around Arkham City. So we can't bypass them. We have to destroy them. So now we're just triangulating their location. We're gonna dive roll through this window and open this door. Now the first jammer is on a rooftop, and while I'm grappling onto this rooftop, there's an upgrade we can get called multi-ground, and basically this upgrade, you can take down multiple guys while they're on the ground. So, going to do this and get my combo to 8, because that's how you need to do it. Just like that, I got all of them. And just like canceling doors, we can cancel jammers. Same. Here's another zip we can try that probably won't work. There we go, worked. This is a second jammer right here. We can ignore these guys. They're not a problem on easy. We're gonna throw a smoke, and we're gonna go right here and get storage and do another zip. And now the third jammer is actually underground. It's underneath Arkham City, so we're gonna go all the way over there. So while I'm gliding here, can we explain what wreck jumping is?
So we can fire the wreck as we're dive rolling off a ledge, and what that does is that it gives us a bunch of height, and we can glide all the way to the subway terminal where the third jammer is.
Yes, very useful. You're definitely gonna see this. You're gonna see a lot of this in a run. This, and then we can ignore all of these guys. Ugh, battering actually missed, but you want to battering that guy so he doesn't shoot you. So clearly it's not possible right now. So we're gonna do another sip over here. Gonna glide to the overworld. Now there's a fight skip we can do to skip the guys just outside the museum. So we're gonna do that, but first we're gonna have to hit some triggers to load in the overworld. It's like the same way we skipped the church fight, or actually try to skip the church fight skip. I'm gonna do this just like that. Go all the way up, down. Track the door. There we go. We got it. Now we're free to go inside. So we're just gonna hack the panel and trying to dive roll through this window. There we go. Now I'm gonna cancel the animation of taking down this guy, so it'll be faster to just take down all these guys. I'm getting corner storage from both of those rings. Kang, explain what Dino Skip is.
So, past this door there's a really big fight, and then some cops we need to save. But we don't want to do that, that's way too slow. So we're just gonna cancel this door, and grapple up, roll to a specific spot where we're gonna zip. And once we zip, we're going to glide to 2 dive bombs, and then turn around. We need to go to the area to load the doors, and then we can glide to the freeze door and skip all that.
Up just like this. I'll load in this area while we're in it. And we're gonna glide over to the freeze door. There we go. Do some dive roll cancels. We're gonna have to actually reload this area because it's not properly loaded in. And while I'm making my way through here, can we explain what gel warp is?
So just like double shot, we can quickfire a gadget while shooting the wreck. But instead of quickfiring the wreck, we're going to quickfire the gel. But before that, we have to place a gel on the right side and detonate it. And then our hopes is that when we do the glitch, the gel will land on the wall, skipping the trigger for Mr. Sickle like that.
I'm gonna buy an upgrade.
Glitches.
Yeah, it's like intro fight skip, but still a tad harder. So I bought an upgrade there, which basically allows to hack panels from further range. And if you don't have this upgrade by the time you're here, then you're basically soft locked. There's nothing you can do. We're just gonna do that a bunch of times. Do another wreck jump so that can just glide towards the Predator room, because that's where Mr. Freeze's suit is. Do some more. And then explain this skip, Kewing.
So we cancel this door to skip a tutorial, and we can use the scroll wheel to do a fast double ledge takedown here.
Oh, he's actually alive. Okay. Just, come on. Actually, the optimal way to do it is to make him fall over the railing. Right, but yeah, this guy is glitched. That's what happens when you skip it. But we're gonna talk to the officer, and we received the disruptor now. We can bypass Penguin because he actually has Mr. Freeze's ice gun. Do another wreck jump and glide towards the Iceberg Lounge. The optimal way to... There's like a little ring, and then there's like one bridge leading to him. So you can do a bunch of dive roll cancels to make it faster. Oh, come on. Okay, I actually got it, but this thing blocked me from going. I'm gonna take out our disruptor, and Penguin's confident. He thinks he can take us. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna hit him. Oh, I actually got the whiff. So if you hit him as soon as you can hit him, he actually doesn't hit Penguin. There's like no animation. After that cutscene skip, we get probably one of my favorite boss fights. This is Solomon Grundy. He's basically this huge zombie dude who heals by electricity. We're gonna blow up the things that's powering him. It's like this. While I'm taking him out. Explain why I reloaded there, Kevin.
So this is an unskippable cutscene, and it turns out that we can use the end of phase 1 to reload, and it skips that cutscene. If you do it too early, though, you have to do the entire phase 1 again, which is really bad.
With storage, you can cancel pretty much about any animation. So when I pull out the wreck, like, not sure what Grundy's doing here. So we're gonna spam A so we can get out of his hands. There we go. One thing I should note is that this is easy, and placing the explosive gel, not even touching the plates will actually detonate it. But on hard, they're not much more forgiving. So you're gonna have to place them a little closer on hard. Anyways, we're gonna reload from checkpoint so we can skip another cutscene. We're gonna slide under Penguin's rockets and take him out. Like that, and after we brought Mr. Cobblepot to Mr. Freeze, I'm gonna ask him where's the cure, and we actually need someone's blood in order to finalize the cure. So, just gonna get storage on that battering so we can head underground, which is the fastest. I can also do another animation cancel right there. That cancels him tapping into the arm and talking with Alfred. Saves time. So we're gonna trigger. Oh, okay. Sometimes this loads before you get there. Oh, come on. Okay. Just gonna go this way then. So you're gonna glide this way and grapple on top. And same way we got in here. Do another wreck jump. And, Kayling, explain why I'm gonna hack this panel rather than going to the door directly.
So this panel unlocks the upgrade called Tightrope, even though we don't have the line launcher yet, because we're gonna need it for a later skip down the line. That saves time, obviously.
Okay, I'm gonna hit this Joker teeth so I can get a little XP. Not much of a difference though. So I'm gonna cancel that door and do another wreck jump here. Just like that. So we actually don't have the line launcher now. We're actually gonna receive it when we're in this room. There are guys right here, but the quickest way to take them out in this room is just to place gel and detonate it, and it literally takes all of them out. Okay, I want to know, if you cancel this door, the game actually glitches, just like this. We're gonna have to reload. Not just because of that, though. There's a later zip in the game that messes up if you don't reload. So, yeah. I'm gonna push this guy off, make sure he falls. There we go. Do a bunch of dive roll slams. Oh, okay, I got that thing. Sometimes that happens. And this guy's gonna come here. I'm just gonna pull him off. Just like that. Perfect. And, I'm gonna save the doctor. There we go. Come on. Sometimes you're allowed to interact with her as soon as she runs to hide. That didn't happen here, sadly. So while I'm here and gliding towards the store, Kayling, explain what dead parent skip is.
So the next area has some robots we need to scan to open a secret entrance, and then a really long cutscene with our parents that open a gate. But that's slow, so we're gonna cancel this door and then go through it again, and another time. And we're going to zip off a gargoyle, and we're gonna glide under the area and try to cancel a manhole, which will load the next area behind it. But the gate is closed because, again, we skipped the parents opening it. So we need to do some hardcore parkour with a line launcher to get over it.
There we go. Now we're gonna have to do some parkour, just like Kayling said. We are. Just do this. Right, now we are going to glide on this pipe. And we're gonna line launch from there to the next room. So there we bypass the gate. And there's a cutscene trigger right here. So, not much going on in this cutscene, so if there are any donations, now's the time.
Excellent news. What we do have is another bid war coming up for one of our games, another game in the wacky world of miniature golf. So this one is particularly fun as I helped select these characters. We have a bid war to choose the character that Kat is going to use for this. And I'm going to read out the names for you, but I cannot express, yes, Margie helped too, I cannot express to you in words how wild and wacky these characters are. These names do not adequately express the wackiness. So we have Clown, Martini Anteater Queen, Licorice Lips Lady who's way too happy to be in this game, Triangle Hair Woman eating an ash ice cream cone, and Guy who's way too cool for this game. So you definitely want to vote. Donate for any of those to get them in, because let me tell you, they are wild. So let's get some donations in and get one of those really fun characters in.
So what's basically going on is that in order to meet the guy that we want the blood from, Ra's al Ghul, we're gonna need to get finish these trials, and there's actually a way we can skip the first phase of the trials. It was actually found yesterday by John Stephen Evil, another great person in the community. All we have to do is we just have to wreck jump and just glide all the way to the end of this. And then there's going to be a wall where there's no collision. And over there, under the pit, there's a trigger to the next phase. So we're just going to go all the way there. So this wall right here. Just like this, and hit the trigger. That skips the first phase. Just like that. There's an actual way to skip the second phase, but you can only achieve it by getting some cheats. We still haven't found a way to get to skip the second phase. So this is the final glide until we can finally meet him. So, there we go. Place some gel, and I can knock one of the ninjas off, just like that. There we go, perfect.
Es hora de enfrentarte a mí en persona. Completa este desafío final, y la sangre del demonio te dará el don de la vida eterna.
Go. was all just a hallucination. We were actually here the whole entire time. So now we can go meet Ra's al Ghul. Ask him for his blood.
Y a cobrar tu recompensa.
Go. And what's gonna happen in this cutscene is Ra's al Ghul is gonna tell us to kill him. But we're not gonna put up with that. We're Batman, so we don't actually kill anyone. So because of that, Ra's al Ghul is now in anger and he wants to fight Batman now. So we're just gonna wait for him to appear. There he is. Coming from the sky.
Debiste matarme cuando tuviste la oportunidad.
Oh, he missed. There we go. And, now he's gonna be big. And we can actually skip the animation of getting pushed by him by pulling out the wreck. There we go. Oh. Come on. Okay, so I'm gonna counter him, and after I counter him, there's gonna be a cutscene. Not much going on in that cutscene, so if there are any donations...
Well, let's give us a look and see what we have got. See if anyone is getting some donations in for those wild and fun characters. Not yet, but I don't know. I've got my faith that Anteater, the Martini Anteater Queen's gonna make it. But, of course, it is up to you, friends. And I'm also getting a quick preview of the next golf run, and please do not leave for golf block. Please don't do it. It's excellent, and you want to see all of this. Let's see what else we've got. Other than lots of cool, fun people, which is all y'all. Have we talked prizes recently? Because if we haven't, let me tell you, we have some prizes. We've had some amazing prizes donated this year to us, including a grand prize. Let's see if we can find our grand prize. I know it's a Destiny 2 set. Let's see where it is. Grand prize. Yes, it's the Destiny 2 Shadowkeep Collector's Edition. And it's autographed by the dev team, and that was very generously donated to us by Take This. So, ooh, we've got golf prizes too. We have Speedrun Ragnarok golf balls, 6 separate sets. We have a couple of games as well, including Golf with Your Friends Steam code and a Magical Battle Fiesta, or Festa, sorry, stream code. So, and of course, we have a Hope Shield up. So definitely, any donations will qualify you for those. So let's get those donations in, friends.
Kevin, if you can just explain what that skip was.
So he utilized storage to break out of the last hit, and that broke the cutscene that would have been a minute long. So then he just threw some batterings, and one of them turned into the cutscene battering, and it ended the cutscene immediately.
So we got Ra's al Ghul's blood. Now we're gonna go to Mr. Freeze to create the cure. And I also should have mentioned that the storage on my RC battering, if I have died anywhere between me getting it and the zip, I would have lost it. So I'm gonna have to do like a tightrope backup, which also loses some time, but is not as bad as the old strat we used to do. But explain this room, K-Wing.
So this is the fastest way to leave the underground. But as you can see, there's an explosive wall in the ceiling, so we can't really grapple out. But we can be on this Riddler trophy and blow it up. And we can just leave this way.
Also, if you think you saw something weird pop up on the screen, you didn't. Don't worry about it.
Oh, I saw nothing.
It was just a quick little preview of the next run.
Explain why the area was deloaded, Kevin.
So, under normal circumstances, it would be impossible to get into that room. So it's deloaded until we could actually get in there. But since we're using stuff that wasn't intended, we can easily get in there and use it to our advantage.
Also, explain why this mayor shouldn't be mayor.
So he made a deal with the warden of this place that if he helped the mayor become mayor, that the mayor would allow Arkham City to be built.
Ugh. So we're gonna go where Mr. Freeze is at. Doing a specific glide path. So we can actually skip this fight. Same way we did when we first came here. Can just okay. He actually jumped this time. Come on, please. Okay. Ugh. Sometimes he just like auto locks onto the next person. Oh, come on. There we go. Now we're under. Now we're gonna go.
This
talk
gate
to
can be
Mr.
quite
Freeze.
unfriendly.
Yeah. So he's gonna make us secure, and we're finally gonna be over. Oh wait. Seems that Mr. Freeze wants his wife back. Oh, wrong gadget. And he's literally letting out all of his anger on us because of his wife. So we're gonna have to teach him a lesson. That we're Batman.
I think Mr. Freeze needs an AFK room.
Yes. He should also retire. He can't even like stand up for 4 seconds. Because we're Batman. This is the optimal way to kill him. Well, not kill him actually. To take him out. So when this button is electric into this water and actually electrifies him. So we're going to punch him till he gives up. Or until he's Joker. So we're gonna go skip this cutscene. And we also receive another gadget. This gadget is also pretty useful for skips in the game. Well, we're just going to turn off some steam pipes here. And I'll go through the store and buy the tightrope upgrade that we need for the next skip game. So where is it? Oh, it's right here. Going to get it and explain this skip gaming right through the battery.
Oh, there's a cutscene with Vicky Vale that gets shot with a missile or helicopter. That's slow, so it's gonna reload. Also, if we skip this cutscene, we can skip Vicky Vale with the next skip.
We're gonna go all the way to the steel mill. Seeing this zip, there we go, we are. And we're gonna store the state of honor railing on our rec gun. Oh, come on, not what I wanted. Then we're gonna switch to our line launcher. To explain steel mill 2 skip gaming.
So normally we would enter this door and go through like the water area of the steel mill and see Stacy and the Predator and whatnot. But we can skip that with this floating door. There's no platform under it, so we can't open it. But with tightrope, which we got earlier, we can create our own platform and open the door.
Didn't work. I think I was in the middle. I don't think the middle works, but yeah. Sometimes it's tricky. So we're just gonna go the same way we entered. Through the ceiling that doesn't have any collision at all. Glide on top of this thing. Do the same thing. Just like that. There we go. Use a little freeze climb there. Explain what freeze climbing is, Kewing.
So at the edge of a railing, or an invisible railing, we can throw a freeze grenade, and the game pushes us up, and we can get infinite height like that, as long as you can quickfire a freeze grenade.
So if you don't know what happened to GCPD, Harley stole the cure, and Joker has it. So we're gonna have to do the funhouse, which is one of the wildest fights of the run, because there's a lot of people in it. Thanks to the power of multi-ground, we don't have to worry about this too much. Also explain why I placed gel on the floor manually.
Gel that's placed manually has a bigger range than quickfire gel, and we can knock people to the floor and multi-ground them all.
Just like this. And you can also cancel Titans by quickfiring the backclaw. But after this cutscene, we actually learn what Protocol 10 really is. Can I? Come on. There we go. So right up here, we see a bunch of helicopters attacking people and actually killing them. That's what Protocol 10 is. Basically killing all the inmates in Arkham City. So we're gonna go stop Hugo Strange from whatever plans he is on right now. Okay. Get storage and zip out of here. Just like this. Oh, okay, my game tabbed out for a minute. Sometimes that happens. When I'm right over here, I'm gonna grapple onto this place and explain what Protocol 10 skip is, Gaming.
So normally we would scan 6 helicopters and then go into that processing center room and then use the elevator later on. But that's slow, so instead we're gonna go into this room and get railing here. And we're going to cancel this door. It'll deload this room. And we can freeze grenade climb up to the elevator shaft. And then after we load the elevator shaft, we can then climb all the way up to the tower.
There we go. That was 28 freeze grenades. And we're gonna do 7 more up here. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And to confirm that we've loaded it correctly, those guys down there should disappear. We're gonna throw out some more freeze grenades. This is 58 freeze grenades. Not actually counting it because you can also align it with the 8 grapple points. Wait until there. Not much going on here, so if there's any donations, now's the time.
Yes, donations. We are raising money. That is a great thing. I am not multitasking too many things. So we have a $5 donation from Margaret Ann saying, $5 donation train. Let's go. Also, Anteater Queen, activate. Thank you so much. And with that, the Anteater Queen is in the lead for the Wacky World of Golf. So, you can either help us get that further in the lead, or select some of the greater options. You know, like a clown, which is not terrifying to anyone at all. Please save me. Or the licorice-lipped lady who's way too happy to be in this game. Triangle hair woman eating an ice cream cone, or guy who's way too cool for this game. There's a lot of people who are way too cool for this game who you might want to see in the game.
Nice. Explain AI skip camming.
So with this wreck jump, we bypass activating their AI, and they don't notice us and don't react to anything except people being pulled off railings and sonic shock batarangs.
That, and over here, the final hack panel of the game. And luckily we know what the password is, so it's Gotham and then Hero. So now we're up here, we're gonna confront Hugo Strange, and we're basically gonna shut down Protocol 10. So after I skip this cutscene, we are magically gonna appear at the bottom of the surface. There we go. No, what actually happened in that cutscene was we shut down Protocol 10. We did it, but Hugo Strange wasn't the power behind Protocol 10. It was actually Ra's al Ghul. So he killed Hugo Strange, and then Hugo Strange blew up the tower. That was the whole cutscene in a nutshell. Nothing going on here. So if there are more donations, now's the time.
Ooh, let's see what we have got. Let's see if people are getting real spicy up in here. No, they're not. They just love Anteater Queens. That's cool. I don't judge you. But you're not going to get those cool golf prizes without donating. Let me tell you. Listen, you're getting customized Speedrun Ragnarok golf balls. That's not going to come up in every event. So the lovely Scala Kitty has donated those to us. So it's a set of 2 golf balls. One even says, "I love golf." You don't have to love golf to have, cute golf balls. I have faith in all of you. I also want to see what Ash ice cream looks like. Other than potentially magical.
So I'm buying an upgrade called Disarm. And explain how this is useful against sniper scamming.
So Backlot Disarm, it pulls their guns away, and if the guns go off the building, then the game considers them taken out.
We got 4 of them. And if you heard that dialogue in English, they actually forgot to translate that. I don't know. Or probably lazy. So, oh, come on. Aside, and we're gonna do a backlot cancel, so we take 2 birds with 1 stone, and then we are gonna do another set of takedowns down here. So, right after we skipped this cutscene, Clayface was playing Joker all along. And, Clayface killed Talia. Or actually, the real Joker killed Talia, but actually didn't know. I placed some gel over there, so that if he doesn't roll on me the first time, and if he's next to the bomb and I detonate it, then it can actually take a huge chunk of its health. So this is the last boss fight of the game. Just like this, I'm gonna throw some freeze grenades. That's his weakness, by the way.
¿Qué estás haciendo? Deberías estar jugando con... ¿Qué diablos estás haciendo, Batman?
Right, this is phase 2. Kind of the same thing. Now he just does different variations with a set of attacks. There we go. We got good RNG. Usually he does another move before he jumps on us, but thanks to the RNG, gonna roll at us here, and throw more freeze grenades, and we're done with phase 2. Now we're just gonna grab the sword and slice him up. And while I'm slicing you up, there's nothing going on. So if there's more donations, now's the time.
Ooh, there are. We're getting that $5 donation train going. $5 from Rujasi saying $5 donation train. But this one for Licorice Lips Lady, who's way too happy to be in this game. Which, valid choice. Valid choice. Does nobody like clowns? Look, I think Joker would like a clown to be in this golf game. Now, this is a bid war, and currently those two are tied. So, we also do, worst case, we just want to break that tie. So, you know you can do it.
So, this is phase 3. And phase 3 is a little tricky, because there's a lot of clay minions gonna come at us. But, oh. Did that. Kevin, explain the optimal way to do this phase.
So we can throw freeze grenades at the puddle, and that'll lower Clayface's blue health. And if we lower it just enough, we can actually skip a phase. So 3 phases instead of 4.
Go. There we go, they're all together. Just like that. He's gonna throw more freeze grenades at us. The time is gonna come up here when I interact with this face. And time. So, quick roll of the shoutouts. If you liked what you saw here, or actually want to do some of the stuff presented on here, then you can go to speedrun.com/Arkham City. We have tons of guides. We have a lot of resources. We have so many categories that you're not going to get bored of. And we also have a Discord. You can join that Discord if you want. Anything you want to say, Kaylee?
No, just what you said. Go to speedrun.com if you liked what you see. Join the Discord. Bunch of people willing to help you out.
All right.
Yeah.
Well, then that's it for us. I'll see you guys.
Okay, thank you so much. And so we're going to go to our transition scene, get that going. And with that, we will be back soon. So let us press some buttons to make sure all of this is airing what we want. Oh, we want some tunes back on, don't we? Yes, we do, my lovelies. So let me get you some music. Make sure it's not too loud. Hopefully it's fine. And now my voice is going away too. Goodbye.